Hi, welcome to Sunnyside Horse Training. My name is Christina Bailey and I specialize in starting, problem solving, and horsemanship coaching. If you watched my last video, I showed how to teach your horse how to lower its head and on the ground first and then in the saddle. And I touched on how to use it to calm your horse, when to use it and when not to use it. This video shows a little bit of progression with the same horse, Ritz, and how I have gone about using it at a faster speed and getting him to calm himself while using the cue. One of the things I would like you to note is as Ritz is moving with his head up, he is tense, he is stiff, and he is pacing. As he relaxes and lowers his head, his whole back and body moves smoother, and he goes into a normal gait without the pacing, and his mind and feet slow a little bit. He does not take off pacing or gaiting without me asking him to. So anytime you see him move faster, he's actually responding to what I'm asking him to do. But he's still very reactive to my requests. So we're teaching him how to calm himself and respond quietly instead of everything being a reaction. So you can see here he's a bit pacey in the beginning, and as he lowers his head, his gait changes, and then he raises his head and he goes back into the pace. Right here he's nice and relaxed, and he actually breaks into a walk, and that's just because he doesn't have the strength to carry me with his back muscles. It takes a lot of work for a horse to contract those core muscles and raise their back underneath a rider. Every time he picks up speed, you can see him raise his head up. Part of that is reacting to what I'm asking him to do and nerves, and part of that is lack of strength to actually pick up speed without picking that head up, and that's just a lack of core and back strength, and hind end too. The goal is for Ritz to be able to continue gaiting with his head down on a nice relaxed rein and not have the constant lift the head and get tense as we continue gaiting. You see he now has a very nice downward transition. Anytime he starts getting super nervous, or if he's doing actually really well and I want to give him a little break and say good job, I'll just ask him to whoa, and he responds to a whoa very well now and doesn't try to continue running through my bit like he used to. All of this is done in a single joint loose ring snaffle, and I have a pinchless snaffle that I absolutely love, and that is all I have ridden him in other than a rope halter. He's learned how to soften very well to that bit, and he doesn't run through my hands anymore. You can see he's nice and relaxed there, lowering his head on his own. And then when I ask him to go forward, he raises his head slightly, and then he put his head down there on his own. He's getting much better about relaxing down on his own without me always having to ask him. And sometimes horses overdo it. You can see sometimes he puts his head all the way to the ground. That's still the learning phase where he knows that's what I want him to do. And he's over exaggerating it. As he gets better, he'll carry that headset midway without going all the way to the ground. So you can kind of see here just the progression from the normal head down from last video.